بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
جیا ہولے ہولے پاک علی دیاں دا نام مسلط جیا ہولے ہولے پاک علی دیاں دا نام مسلط جیا ہولے ہولے پاک علی دیاں دا نام مسلط جیا ہولے ہولے پاک علی دیاں دا نام مسلط کوئی جے رنگ وچ درب لگی کوئی جے رنگ وچ درب لگی یاد آ گئی شام مسلط جیا ہولے ہولے پاک علی دیاں دا نام مسلط
ہماری انجمن کے قبلہ علامہ مولانا سید ابرار حسین نقوی صاحب کہ وہ ممبر فروز ہوں اور اپنے مخصوص انداز میں آج کی اس مجلس اعزاء کے حوالے سے اپنا نذرانہ عقیدت پیش کریں بلندر صلوات
اللہم صلی علی
نعرہ تکبیر
اللہ اکبر
نعرہ تکبیر
اللہ اکبر
نعرہ رسالت
یا رسول اللہ
نعرہ رسالت
یا رسول اللہ
نعرہ حیدری
یا علی
نعرہ حیدری
یا علی
حسینیت
زندہ باد
حسینیت
زندہ باد
یزیدیت
مردہ باد
یزیدیت
مردہ باد
نعرہ حیدری
یا علی
صلوات
اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد رحم اللہ سورة الفاتحہ اللهم صل على أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين طبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا أبي القاسم محمد والصلاة والسلام على أهله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أنا وعلي من نور الواحد Come have a loud salawat please Alhamdulillah Allah Azza wa Jal has blessed us all that we have been given this opportunity by Allah that in this blessed month of Ramadan, in this blessed month of forgiveness, in this blessed month of faith and iman, Allah Azza wa Jal has given us an opportunity to attend the Majlis of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam. Because the love for Ali is a special gift from Allah Azza wa Jal. And not every single person has this gift. Either this gift has been given to you by Allah Azza wa Jal, or you are amongst those people that do not have the ma'rifat, the understanding of who Ali ibn Abi Talib is. We see that in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the uncle of the Prophet Ibn Abbas was sitting in the house of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and the Holy Prophet is sitting in front of him. And we see that Ibn Abbas is talking to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And all of a sudden, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam al-Muttaqeen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam enters the room. As soon as Ali enters, the Holy Prophet begins to smile. And he becomes happy so much that the features of the blessed face of Rasulullah change. Ibn Abbas looks at the Prophet and says, Ya Rasulullah, what is the reason? Why that all of a sudden Ali has entered the room? You have like become a different person. You have become happy. You are smiling. And we can see that your happiness cannot be contained. What is the reason why you have become happy? Ibn Abbas, when asked this to Rasulullah, Rasulullah begins to smile and he says, oh my uncle, don't you understand and don't you remember the love of Ali ibn Abi Talib is not something that I have ordered, but the love of Ali ibn Abi Talib is a command directly from Allah. Yani the love for Ali ibn Abi Talib, the mawaddat for Ali ibn Abi Talib that we have, it is a direct command from Allah. Allah has ordered us to love Amir al-Mu'mineen. And those people that still doubt, I was reading a hadith today, and the hadith is from the second Khalifa of the majority of the Muslims. Umar ibn Khattab is the narrator of this hadith. And he says that, Wallah, he says this by saying an oath. Wallah, I have heard from Rasulullah. Who is saying this? The second Khalifa of the Muslims. He says that I have heard from Rasulullah that if on one side all of the 7 heavens are put together and the iman of Ali ibn Abi Talib is put on one side, O Muslimin, believe me that the iman of Ali ibn Abi Talib will be heavier than the 7 heavens put together. People doubt the iman of the father of Amir al-Mu'mineen. People still do not understand what is the lineage of this blessed family. Don't the Muslims remember that Amir al-Mu'mineen said that I belong to that family, that no person in my family has bowed down to idols. It is only the family of Ali that from the dawn of time up to when Rasulullah told the people and started the message of Islam by saying La ilaha illallah, it is Amir al-Mu'mineen that continued this mission of Tawheed. The Holy Prophet, we see that as long as he was in Makkah, he only preached La ilaha illallah. And it is when he understood that now all the people have understood what is the true meaning of La ilaha illallah, it is then Allah ordered his Prophet, now tell them Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And when everyone understood what is the meaning of Rasulullah, it is then Allah ordered his Prophet, O Muhammad, give them this message, I will protect you. Yani when the Holy Prophet said La ilaha illallah, Allah did not say, O Muhammad, I will protect you, because that was the most difficult time, because all the people of Makkah, they were idol worshippers. They had more than 7,000, 70,000, 80,000 gods. And all of a sudden a person stands and he says that there is no God but Allah. That was the most difficult time. But Allah did not say, O Muhammad, I will help you, I will protect you. When the Holy Prophet said, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Allah did not say, O Muhammad, I will help you, I will protect you. But why is it when the time of the vilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib came, Allah said, O Muhammad, complete this. Because if you do not complete this, then you have done nothing. Reminding the people that La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, if you want to understand what is the essence of Islam, then you need to understand what is the vilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib. That is when the Prophet said, O people, I do not speak without the command of Allah Azza wa Jal. My tongue, my lips do not move without the command of Allah. It is Allah who said, O Muhammad, now tell these people, Man kuntu mawla, fahada aliyun mawla. It is an honor for us. As I have said, it is an honor for us. Why? Because we are amongst the believers of Ali ibn Abi Talib. We see that these ayam, people are preparing for Eid. As soon as the 20th of Ramadan passes, we see that throughout the world, the Muslims, they start preparing for Eid. But it is the mu'mineen that in these last 10 days of Ramadan, we know that it is the Ashra of Nijat, but we know that you cannot get Nijat without Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Because the Holy Prophet said, Innal Hussain misba'ul huda. Guidance, divine guidance is through Hussain. Nijat is through Hussain. Nijat is through Ali ibn Abi Talib. Nijat is through Ali Muhammad. Yani those people in these last 10 days of Ramadan, they are hoping to achieve Nijat, then they need to come to the door of Ahlul Bayt. They need to understand who Ali Muhammad are. If Ali on the 19th of Ramadan was struck by the sword, it was because he preached all his life La ilaha illallah. He brought people towards Allah Azza wa Jal. And it is because of this hatred that people went against Ali Muhammad. When we attend Majalis, and as I said yesterday, we need to come with the niyat that we want to learn something from Amir al-Mu'mineen. We want to learn something from the life of Imam al-Muttaqi. Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam, can we have a loud salawat? Together, can we have another loud salawat? We all in this blessed month want to attain the pleasure of Allah. Yani whatever we do, especially in this month of Ramadan, we always do it with the niyat of qurbatan ilallah. Yani we want to get close to Allah. We want Allah Azza wa Jal to forgive us. We want Allah's pleasure. Because our life has no meaning until we please Allah Azza wa Jal. Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib ﷺ says 3 things enable a servant of Allah to attain the pleasure of Allah. Yani, if you want to make Allah happy, what are those 3 things? Yani, this is the lesson that I want the youth and the youngsters to learn from this majlis today. The first thing Amir al-Mu'mineen says, that persistence in seeking forgiveness from Allah Azza wa Jal pleases Allah Azza wa Jal. Yani, some people think that only if I commit a sin, I will ask Allah for forgiveness. How is it that you are certain that when you woke up this morning until you entered this majlis? Yani, our iman is that where the majlis of Hussain, where the majlis of Ali ibn Abi Talib ﷺ, where the majalis of Ahlul Bayt are taking place, a person can only gain reward. So until you walk through the door of where this majlis is taking place, how many of you can put their hands on their heart and guarantee that since this morning I have not committed one single sin? I cannot say that. Because the thing is that sometimes when we are sitting alone, how many times the shaitan attacks us? How many times all of a sudden? You know, Shariat is so tight when it comes to the month of Ramadan that if a person in the state of fasting makes the intention that he is going to break his fast, and he wants to commit a guna, whether he does not go ahead with breaking his fast, because he has already made the intention, ulama says that until he does not again make the intention of continuing his fast breaks. In this blessed month of Ramadan, even if you attribute a hadith, a saying, to the Holy Prophet or Aimma or Allah Azza wa Jal, and you know it is not true, then your fast is broken. This is a month of speaking the truth. Amir al-Mu'mineen says that you can only attain the pleasure of Allah if a person constantly, persistently asks Allah for forgiveness. Yani, get into the habit of saying astaghfirullah. Yani, continually, when you are always saying astaghfirullah, 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 back of your mind you are constantly thinking about Allah Azza wa Jal. And when you are thinking about Allah, it will help you from saving yourself from sin. The second thing is to be good-mannered, well-mannered towards people. Yani, to gain the pleasure of Allah, to have good akhlaq. Yani, even if someone is bad to you. The hadith that we covered yesterday, Amir al-Mu'mineen says that a sign of my Shia is that my Shia loves the other person who has my love. Yani, a Shia will love a Shia more. Or Amir al-Mu'mineen says that how do you love him? You will love him the way you want to be loved. Yani, if I walk into a room and I expect people to stand up for me, then when someone else walks in, the least thing that I can do, that I should stand up for him as well. This is what Islam teaches us. This is the blessed month of Ramadan. My children, my youth, learn something. Islam does not mean that you Be good yourself. And when it comes to someone else, you be bad to them. Yani, if you want for iftari, if every day you want, for example, shall I say, milkshake, and when you are doing the iftari for someone else, you say, no, today we will only have water. Why? Are they not allowed to have milkshake?
No.
Amir al-Mu'mineen says, Bismillah. If they are diabetic, then obviously you should not give them. But Islam says, even if they are diabetic, the least thing you can do is offer them it, whether they take it or not. Islam says what you want for yourself, have the niyyat that you will give that to others as well. The third and final thing is frequently a person gives charity. Yani, in this blessed month, everything that you do, it is multiplied by 70, mashallah. It is multiplied by 70. You give £1, you get the ajr and thawab of 70 pounds. What a deal is that? £1, you get 70 pounds in return. You do the iftari of one person, you get the thawab of 70 people. You read one rakat in this month of Ramadan, you get the thawab of 70 rakats. Why isn't it that we move away from prayer? This month we should be praying. It is in this blessed month that our Mawla, our Master Amir al-Mu'mineen was killed in the state of namaz. Amir al-Mu'mineen loved the namaz so much that Amir al-Mu'mineen would pray that Allah, when my final time comes, make sure that it is in the state of namaz. Look, Allah granted Amir al-Mu'mineen's dua, and when the final time of Amir al-Mu'mineen came, when he was struck in the head by the sword, he was in the state of namaz. He had finished his first rakat, he was in sajda, and the tyrant struck the head of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Jibreel announced, قَدْ قُتَلَ الْأَمِيرَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. The believers, oh believers, your Mawla has been struck. Mu'mineen Azadar, these days, these majalis that have been organized, especially the people that are sponsoring these majalis, may Allah Azza wa Jal give the sawab of this majalis to the marhumeen and bless them in whatever they do, because the zikr of Ali ibn Abi Talib gives you barakat. When the final time of Amir al-Mu'mineen was close, in a few days, 21 Ramzan, the 21st of Ramadan will arrive. What happened when the head of Amir al-Mu'mineen was struck? Imam Hussain came. What did our Mawla say? Our Mawla said, oh Hussain, first lead the namaz and then look after me. Hussain finished the namaz. Just try to think for a second. Your father is struck by a sword. His head is open. He is bleeding, and he asks you to read namaz. How do you think Hassan completed the namaz? Alas, the namaz had finished. The companions carried Amir al-Mu'mineen and they were taking Amir al-Mu'mineen to his house. When they were few steps away, Amir al-Mu'mineen began to cry. He said, oh my companions, I am pleased with you, but oh my companions, I request you that you leave me here. The companion said, oh Mawla, why is it that at this last time you want us to leave you? Ali ibn Abi Talib begins to cry and he says, oh my companions, I do not want you to hear the crying of my daughter Zainab and Kalsoom. I ask, Ya Mawla, today you are in a Kufa and you cannot take that your companions listen to the crying of Zainab and Kalsoom. Oh Mawla, a day will come when Zainab will enter Kufa. The people of Kufa will say, throw stones, this is the daughter of Ali ibn Abi Talib. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un.